Good afternoon. My name is Dago from Rational Exercise, Fit for Life in Vero Beach. We're going to do the third workout of a week. It's a 4 total set workout, emphasizing the legs and mainly the arms and shoulders, upper body. Now we're going to address some issues that are being questioned on YouTube. What is the ideal training velocity? By the way, it's not speed, that's a scalar quantity. Velocity denotes direction and magnitude. So having to do with strength training, it's velocity. Let's get that correct. The ideal velocity is contract your muscles in a manner that you lift and lower the weight as slowly as possible without ever stopping and or starting. So you want to produce a smooth contraction velocity. Do not segment. If you go too slow where you're starting and stopping, the muscle becomes temporarily unloaded. So lift and lower as slowly as possible, but keep it moving. If you go any faster than that, force drops off precipitously. Archibald Vivian Hill, the force velocity relationship. This is not about jargon. This is not about free weights. This is about applying overloads. We overcome plateaus by applying overloads. We don't vary the workout. We might have an A, B, C routine. We go back to the A. If you vary the workout, if you have a non-standardized workout, you have no way to monitor progress. So we're going to start on the heel raise. We're going to look to do 4 to 6 repetitions. Total time under load of machine, 2 to 2.5 minutes. Let's go. Get in a little closer if you can, Brandon. Got the Med-X heel raise. We're contracting the calf muscles. That was about an 8-second contraction. Very short range of motion here. I might have been on a little bit too fast. Want to keep those knees rigid as you come to the stretch. Not very flexible, my calves. Okay, now we start to contract. Change your direction smoothly, gradually, and slowly. We allow a little knee bend on the top to increase the contraction of the calf muscle. On this Med-X heel raise, the way we got it set up, we want to get over 52 degrees for a full contraction. Okay, now we're driving the heels against the platform, keeping the knees rigid and locked and bringing the toes to the knees. We're at 52 seconds, about to start maybe the third repetition. Contracting, we like to produce that isometric contraction. Isometric means same length. The muscle is not shortening or lengthening. Or you could also use a phrase, force against an immovable object. That's an isometric contraction. Muscle doesn't change length. When the muscle shortens, it contracts. When it lengthens, it stretches. We keep contracting. I genetically have weak calves. I have long tendons, short muscle belly. I just don't have them from birth, but I try to hypertrophy them as much as possible. We're about 2 minutes load time. Maybe a little bit too fast on that one. Hard to narrate, do everything at one time. Good contraction. More reps we have left, maybe a couple more. Notice the velocity is not high. Let's keep contracting the calf muscles. Probably going to be the last repetition, having a hard time getting the 52 degrees of full contraction. Right there. Weight's a little bit light, close to 3 minutes load time. I'm gonna need these on the elbow flexion. Right over here. Get real close over here, Brandon. This is a Super Slow Systems overhead press. This has a 24-inch vertical stroke. This weight is not light, 81 1/4, 24-inch stroke. I really need to emphasize this. My triceps arms are a little weak, seen on the video. See if we can get 5 reps here, close to 2.5 minutes load time. I promise that to you on video. Let's see if I can deliver. There's the contraction. We keep the elbows in, really directly targets the tricep. If you ever hear the term isolation, you know it's coming from a misinformed individual. There's no such thing as isolation. You can't isolate a muscle. There's a bunch of other muscles contracting to stabilize the torso. So you target the muscle. There's no isolation in exercise. This is not light. Notice the velocity is low. We're contracting. The elbows are in on the negative or the eccentric. Now the muscle is stretching. We're going to look to see if we can get 3 more repetitions. This is my first upper body exercise. I just have 1 more after this one. This is not easy. It's high intensity strength training. Talking about producing intense muscular contractions. Have to go 1 more. Have to. I'm promising you that. Let's see if I can deliver for the video. So I'm going to push as fast as I can to get that up. That's as fast as I can, and I can't hardly move the weight. There's the intense contraction. Now I'm going to produce a maximum negative with the elbows in. $250. Great. A little bit light. Good. Let's go to the elbow flexion. Again, we have a variable resistance Nautilus 2ST. We have a pad, like they might call this a preacher curl, so we use it as a fulcrum. You use free weights, we have no fulcrum. Nowhere to redirect the force out of. You notice the velocity is nice and slow. Did a little retrofit on this machine. Shaved off the cam. Get the resistance to fall off the fully contracted position. The muscle interdigitates, so the muscle's force output in the fully contracted position can go to 0, so we want to match it. Machines offer variable and balanced resistance according to the needs of the muscle and or joint. The metabolic demands are increasing. So my breathing might become more labored. I'm pushing on that fulcrum. I have one more. Gonna get me over that 2 minutes slow time. Push on that fulcrum, contract. Resist. $204, good. Literally dying right now. See what we got here, what we can do here. Get one real close, come in right through here, get the legs up close. I'm going to try to do something special today. By the way, one shouldn't try, one should execute. Can I hit you 6 reps, 3 minutes? You notice the velocity is low. The muscle's under tension. If I increase the velocity by 16.1%, it'll correlate with a 50% reduction in muscular tension. So it's not about merely safety. I know I'm safe, but it's about generating maximum muscular tension. Literally nobody on the web or YouTube anywhere in the world is training properly. Literally no one. So I'm checking my stopwatch. I want a 1/15 contraction. So that was the midway point of the set, if I get to 6. Again, I'm sticking myself out on line there, telling you I'm going to get 6. Can you see that timer, Brandon? $145 at the top. It's a little bit fast. I'm going to have to make up a little bit on the negative. I got a minute 10, 2 repetitions to go. We should be able to get this. And then I'll be able to increase the weight next time. It's almost a little bit too light. Got to stop with the histrionics, no facial expression. This is coming up for all the marbles. Here we go. Now I got to get that negative and resist this thing all the way down to over 3 minutes load time. Look at the stopwatch. 302. 6 reps, too light. Thank you. Done for the day.